situation. I think you remember the last time you saw your old buddy Earl. I was in a very horizontal situation. My back had gone out on me with what I still to this day believe is a Haitian curse of some sort from a misunderstanding at the Caribbean market with a gentleman in the aisle. So Earl is feeling refreshed mentally. I'm not entirely 100% as far as my back goes. I'm still walking a little funny and not quite as mobile as I typically am. However, let me talk to you folks about how I worked through my problems, and it may be of aid to any of you folks out there who are also suffering ailments perhaps caused by voodoo. So I of course turned to the number one resource for most of North America, in fact perhaps the world, for how to deal with voodoo curses, and that would be the very network you are watching old Earl Mulligan on right now, the YouTube network. And I defy you to find a video suitable for reversing the effects of a Haitian voodoo curse. I couldn't find one. I spent at the time agonizing hours trying to solve the riddle, to solve my personal problems. What I did realize, though, is I believe that we are well on our way on this broadcast towards being the most informative and accurate program on the YouTube network. You're gonna find out all sorts of things that you never even knew you wanted to know. You're gonna find that out here. I defy you to find a cure for voodoo Haitian curses on the YouTube network, but old Earl Mulligan's gonna be your friend, and I think you'll learn a lot in our shows over the many years to come. So I had to do a little do-it-yourself Earl and figure out, calm down, Earl. I had to figure out what would I do to reverse a curse of some sort of I imagined the feller there from the Caribbean market. He had one of them dolls, a handsome looking doll in this case, to look like Earl, and he must have been plunging them pins right into the lower back of that good looking handsome doll. So I thought to myself, how could I reverse this curse? And well, number one, as much as I hated to see them go, I threw those coconut milk flavored chips into the river nearby. Just away it goes. I no longer have possession of those chips, so rest assured, angry diminutive man from the Caribbean market aisle who was so up in arms and dancing a jig and angry at me, I no longer have those chips. So to let that just be known, first of all, he may well be a viewer of this, one of the many viewers of this particular channel. So the chips are out of the house, they're gone, and I went ahead and stocked up on garlic. If it keeps away the vampires, well, it'll probably work well for a voodoo curse, I would think. And then, of course, I got overnighted shipping, got a alligator head. I assume most of most of those Caribbean folks are afeared, as they might say, of an alligator. So I thought that might ward off those evil spirits, and I've been taking the Creole seasoning and throwing it over my shoulder about every 30 minutes or so, and trying to ward off any of those evil spirits. That's what I've been doing, and other than that, I've been relaxing by the old frog pond, just relaxing, just sitting there for hours at a time, just taking it in and listening to the sounds of the frogs and watching their amusing little capers in there. They have a whole little society. It's rather interesting, but no golf. I certainly could not be that physical, and I've been just sitting and relaxing. Unlike me, but had to do it, and relaxing by the pond. Now, let me talk to you about this here alligator head. I'm not entirely certain if the delivery of this alligator head specifically had an effect on the curse, but certainly the mailman did. If you remember, he was there to, well, he helped me out to a certain extent during the incident. So he delivered this gator head to my front door, and he asked me how I was doing, and I said, I told him I was, at the time, a few days ago, I was very badly off and virtually immobile, and I showed up at the door with a cane. Not just a cane, but in fact, 2 canes. Not to be confused with the bird from the Caribbean, the toucan. Nope, 2 canes. I was not doing well, so he asked me, and I told him my back was still bothering me, and handed me the old alligator head, and he did me another favor. He went back to his truck, and he came back up with a paper bag and handed me what he said would be a cure-all. He said he was supposed to deliver these to some folks down the way, but he thought they were more needed by me. So go ahead. We got some of the special painkillers, and I've been downing these things over the last few days, about down by the frog pond, and feeling pretty good, folks. I'm not gonna lie. So, matter of fact, it's about time for another bunch of these. So we'll go ahead, we'll do that, and then we're gonna get on with the modeling portion of the Earl Mulligan Presents A Model of Perfection. Oh, yeah, well, yeah, all right. And feeling good. Just polished off a few of those beauties, and took a break in the restroom, and threw another pinch of powder over the old shoulder, and it smells like a pizzeria in here now. All the garlic all over the. I should probably clean that up at some point. Well, alright, we're gonna, I misled you folks. We're not, in fact, gonna talk about the 2-in-1 this minute. Well, alright, let me start off by apologizing for that ridiculous ridiculous, sappy apology video that you witnessed on the last broadcast of a model of perfection. Look, folks, I did not intend to have those video effects and that corny music playing while I was apologizing for those kids. They told me they got confused. They are not, in fact, they are not the history buffs that old Earl is. Their proclivities are more towards the sci-fi and the technical wizardry. So they really didn't know all that much about the war, and they got, I assume, legitimately confused about the video footage that was played a few episodes back, and they apparently believed that King Kong was part of the Viet Cong. In fact, that was a secret weapon used in that particular war. Those kids are they're good kids, but they're not. Well, maybe they'll, like you, maybe they'll learn from watching the Earl Mulligan show. Certainly wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. The worst thing in the world would be those cures for black magic videos that I had to watch. Well, all right. So we're almost at the end of the road for this. This has been, I'll tell you, folks. I said it from day one. This has been the most challenging model of Earl's amateur, professional, semi-pro career of building scale models. I'll tell you what, if old Takom, if they ever want me to build another model of one of their products, they'd have to pay me. That's really the only way it's gonna go. So we're almost done. Finished up. Great expense of my time and my mental clarity. I went ahead and finished these up, and really the final touches, the old machine guns, and that's probably Earl's favorite part of the whole thing. It's got, I think that may be why, in fact, it's called the 2-in-1, because we got a machine gun over on this side here. What's right here? Right here is where that machine gun is, and then we have another big one over here. So we got the 2-in-1 machine guns. I believe the history in this the book again. It's pretty light on the historical details and misprints galore. Old Earl had to do a lot of figuring out based upon what I had at hand to figure out how to put this thing together. But like I say, they'd have to pay me to make another one of these from the Takom business. I will not willingly pay for one of these models. However, if you, the viewer, want to see old Earl build a particular model you're interested in, you can go ahead and do so by buying Earl a coffee, and maybe we'll put those funds towards viewer requests for whatever models you're interested in. Please, let's keep the take-home to a minimum. All right, folks. Well, this is it. We're right at the end of end of the end of the show here. Hold on, we